Hello and welcome. Today I will be talking about how Rockstar have screwed over GTA Online players since the release of GTA Online, or since I've been playing it since 2014. First, we'll go over Heists, how they've screwed us over with Heists. It's been over a year now and there's no new heists out, which has rendered the current heists boring, repetitive, and well, no one really wants to do them, so it can take forever to actually fill a heist and complete it, considering the people that do tend to join troll you and then expect to be invited again and moan at you when you don't invite them and you kick them. And then we've got the fact that they've made the heists more difficult in the last few months, literally overnight with an update. I remember being able to do them easy, just basically walk through them quicker than anything. And now they've added more, I don't know, the people are harder to kill. It's just they've made some setups and the actual heists more difficult to do. And we know why. It's just so you can't earn as much money on GTA Online through legitimacy. Next we come to the elite challenges they've put on the heists. Now it's fair enough, no quick restarts and a vehicle or the person for the prison break or for Pacific Standard, don't kill any hostages so noose don't get called. They're understandable, but the time limits on them. Now it's for the first heist, the fleecer job. It is doable. I've done it before, but not recently, considering I could do it easily before, and now I don't know, the cargo bob at the end doesn't pick you up when it's supposed to. You can stay under it for 30 seconds. And it turns out that 30 seconds are the ones you need to get the elite challenge, but they say you need to do the Pacific Standard job in 10 minutes when it's not doable, because you know it's from the start of the job to the end, it's not doable. And I can do that pretty quick, in my opinion, quicker than most others. I'm usually waiting at the boat at the end. And then the fact they've made heists and setups for 4 players. Well, the fleecer job you got 2 players, all should be voluntary. 2 to 4 players, so you can have a choice whether you want other people to join or not. Because I'm not being funny, I can do it with someone. Well, me and my girlfriend can sit and do a heist on our own. We don't actually need other people involved. We find more often than not, other people just get in the way or troll us, and as I said, it takes ages to fill. And my last point for heists is you steal vehicles in the heists, yet the vehicles are worth more than the payout for the actual heist. So Rockstar could have and should have made it an option for you to be able to, you know, sell the vehicles yourself and keep the money from them as a reward, but better payout for yourself for working to do the heist. But instead they just get rid of the vehicles in whatever way, drive them off a cliff or you blow up a Valkyrie. It's impractical and it just means you get less money. The next is for CEO work and offices and warehouses. And Rockstar have screwed us over in this, in the sense that you can pay from $1 million without the decor, without changing your organisation name, for your office, and then you pay for your warehouse as well, which can, as we well know, cost God knows how much, like from I think it's 860,000 up to like 3 million. Now I've got the smallest office, the lowest price one, but I paid 750,000 for my decor, and I paid 250,000 to change my organisation name, so there's 3 million altogether, including my warehouse. Yep, you need to be a CEO to do buy and sell missions. Where if you're in a session where there's already 10 CEOs now, you can't do that because, you know, there's full of CEOs, so you can't do your own missions. It's also ridiculous that you pay that price and you can't do your buy and sell missions in any other lobby, only a public lobby. When, you know, it can be proven difficult because people can destroy it or whatever. Also, your Pegasus Vehicles as well. This is the last point I'm going to touch up on. Obviously in the warehouses, to be fair, I've got what, I might have a couple more I'll bring up, but the last one I can think of at the moment. If you order from your phone a Pegasus vehicle, I'll bring it up now and show you. Let's just phone Pegasus. I don't buy Pegasus vehicles that much because I don't feel the need for them.
How can I help you?
You have your vehicle delivered to a certain part for $200.
Call again. Goodbye.
Now, if you go to your office and you order one, I'm not driving to my office now, it'll take a while, but if you order one from your office, it will cost you anything from $2,000 to $20,000 to order a special vehicle, a Pegasus vehicle, or from the Secure Serve menu it could as well if you're an associate. I think that's a bit ridiculous considering you've paid God knows how much for them already, look. So why would you need to pay more to have it delivered to your office? It's a stupid move. And then the rest aren't really relevant to Heists, but it's relevant to GTA Online. The contact missions used to pay a fair amount of money, so you could do contact missions and earn yourself a fair amount of money from it. It's how people used to get money. Contact missions, death matches, captures, survivals. Survivals are an alright payout, $30,000 for completing 10 waves. But for the rest, you've got the payouts have been cut recently, so you're getting paid less for your contact missions, which means you earn less money from them, which means no one wants to do them anymore because it is less money. It's a waste of time to do it for less money. I remember a Titan of a job paid $36,000 at one point. Rooftop Rumble used to pay a lot, and now I believe they pay about $14,000 for it. And it was a great way to earn money. It was simple, easy, you knew what to do. Okay, it provided a bit of a challenge. You do them on hard. I do all my missions and heists and stuff on hard, unless it's someone else's and they put it on normal. In which case, in all honesty, if they don't put it on hard when I ask them to, I tend to leave because the difficulty only takes away the amount of lives, and the aim is not to die anyway. So, but then, relevant to that is new vehicles they've put in the game. Now this car, the Falsa, I think it's a great car. It's got good handling. It's got a decent speed. It makes a nice noise. But new vehicles, the Tyrus, 2.55 million. I have that. The Proto X80, 2.75 million. The most expensive cars in the game. Yet the Proto X80 is no longer. It was the fastest, and then they put the 811 in for 1.7 million, and that was faster. And now the Taurus is faster, and it's rendered useless. It doesn't handle like it used to either. They've changed the handling on it, and the prices of new cars are just getting ridiculous, and new vehicles and as a whole are getting ridiculous for the prices. Also, yeah, they've many cars over the last couple of years. They bring a car out, you'll buy it, the handling's amazing. So, you know, you'll buy it, you'll keep it, and then a few months later, or a few weeks later in some cases, they change the way the cars drive, or the way they handle, or how fast they go, and, you know, you've paid 2.75 million for a car, and then you've upgraded it on top, so you're paying 3 million by the end of it. And it doesn't handle like it's supposed to. The car for a $3 million car, or what you paid $3 million for in total, the car's rendered useless, and it sits in your garage unused, which is what the X80 does now. I'll use it in extreme cases, and even in extreme cases I use the Taurus mainly because it's faster. It handles just as well as the X80. There's no benefit to owning one anymore. Another one, the police. Now the police, More often than not now, you can shoot a bullet, you can shoot a few bullets and the police will come and chase you. It's a game that's revolved around crime. It's, if you have an online player in your session and they shoot at you, then, you know, your point is you've got to shoot back, you've got to defend yourself, you kill them, but they don't accept that. The police come and chase you anyway after a few shots. And, you know, you're the one being shot at. It's stupid. Like, they should put an option in for a lobby where, you know, it's either police free or, you know, just have it so if you're fighting an online player, the police don't come after you because they come and shoot you in force. So you die, and, you know, it brings your kill death down, which isn't actually worked out like a proper kill death ratio should be, let's be honest. But even so, it's a ridiculous thing to have. They've made the police overly sensitive. They never used to be like that. They crash into you as well. They come and chase you. They shoot at you. They impound your car. It's become a bit of a joke, to be honest. One more point I would like to touch up on, to be honest with you, is the servers for GTA Online. Now, the servers are one of the worst of any game I've ever played. I do enjoy the game, but I'll give you an example. Last week I was doing my sale mission, so I filled up a medium warehouse. It's about 42,000 or something. Yeah, about 42,000. No, what do I mean? 42 crates, $300,000, including the vehicles, like Insurgent or a helicopter. And then like over 2 hours to fill it if you're going like non-stop, which I was. And then I come to the sale mission. I have my associate flying the Titan whilst I fly a Buzzard to protect. It splits us from the session, puts her in one session, me in a different session, me in the same session. The Titan crashes, I lose everything, but in her session, she's still flying the Titan. So I contact Rockstar, say, listen, my internet never faltered, explain to them, and their response was, it's part of the game. So I say to them, no, it's not part of the game. It's the fact that, you know, how can they blame their servers on me? It was their servers that separated us, it's their servers that caused the issue. People can say I'm just moaning about whatever, but yeah, fair enough, I'll moan about it. But I'll moan about it because, you know, I was selling it, I would have sold it, I would have got $735,000 for it. And I got nothing. I lost the money I'd used to spend on buying the crates because Rockstar servers are awful. Another example is I was doing the prison break heist, and because their servers lag that much, you go and collect Rashkovsky, he's there, you're collecting, the cutscene's there after the cutscene. It says he's there, you can walk into him, he's invisible, but he doesn't move, he doesn't follow you, you can't actually see him, but if you walk into him, you stop at where he's supposed to be. So I couldn't actually finish the heist because of that bug of Rockstar's. And the worst thing about it is they will never own up to responsibility. They will never take the responsibility that it's their own servers that are awful. It's their own servers that go down. They'll say their servers aren't down because their website says it. I'm not being funny, but they program their website. They make it so their website says there is no issues when there is issues, because last week there was an issue when about 80% of GTA Online players could not get online at one day. I managed to get online, lobbies were empty. There was, I think the highest lobby I came into in that period of time was 7 people in a lobby. And there was reports all over Rockstar. My friends couldn't get online, there was reports on the forums, and Rockstar was saying there's no issues with the servers, you should be able to get online, try doing this, that and the other. It's like, well, no, because you've got a good internet speed, your NAT type's open. And that's one of my biggest peeves about this game is the fact that they have the server issues and they don't take responsibility for it. They won't sit there and, you know, admit that it's their fault that their servers go down, and they don't want to admit their fault. But that's enough of me ranting about Rockstar. We can all agree that they are, let's just say, greedy people. We know why they have all their issues. We know why they're putting the price up for vehicles and putting the price down for jobs, making heists harder. It is because you can't earn as much money, so your only resort to buy new vehicles is to get shark cards. I'm not being funny, but that's a greedy move, especially when you know they've earned more than enough money on the game itself and shark cards already. More than enough. Like, just, you know, keep payouts the same or raise them a bit for us. Help us legitimate GTA Online players. Like, I earn all my money legitimately through deathmatches, captures if I can, and trying to fill heists. That's how I get my money. That's how I buy my cars. It's how I buy my apartments, my vehicles, my weapons, my armor. I'm not gonna go and buy a shark card because I'm not gonna go waste my real life money on in-game money. In all honesty, I already did for buying the game, and all I can say is at the moment, Rockstar, you're just proving it to be a big waste of my money and my time playing the game. But yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you watch my previous videos and my next videos. The next video will be coming soon about the cars I do own and my favourite cars out of them. That will be coming very soon, and then next week the update is out on Tuesday, Bikers update, and I will be making a video on that as soon as it is out, just to let people see what the clubhouses and all the hype's about before you go and buy your own, see if it's a waste of money or not. But again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy.